Now, climate change talks came to an end on Friday in Egypt, with parties agreeing to set up a team that will help structure a loss and damage fund and provide technical assistance to countries and communities impacted by climate change. However, critics said the COP27 was a failure because it did not address critical issues, especially on climate adaptation, increasing funding to climate action and capping the use of fossil resources. O'Brien Kimani has the details from Sharm El Sheikh.
The night of burning the midnight oil, the curtain has finally come down for COP27. The jury is still out on the success and failure of this meeting. The opinion is still very divided, and it all depends on who you ask. But one thing that has come out of Sharm El Sheikh is this: there is need for more actions and less talk.
All through they have been carrot and dangling. They have been using various tactics as usual, delay, and that is where we find ourselves.
The Conference of Parties, or COP27, was billed by many as a conference on implementation. The meeting came at a time when climate change was becoming a major socio-economic issue in many countries.
A loss and damage facility will be important, will go a long way in helping African communities, those that have been affected by droughts and floods, those that have lost their culture, those that have lost their livelihoods, to be able to recover from the losses.
Africa, bearing the brunt of climate change, had its own agenda: pay for loss and damage, raise financing for climate adaptation, and recognize the continent as a special needs and assistance area. However, the Pan-African Climate Justice Alliance has said the meeting failed Africa.
We leave less reassured of the goodwill of global leaders, especially those in high-polluting industrialized countries.
To some, the inclusion of loss and damage to the talks and rich nations' commitment to reduce greenhouse gas emissions was a major win for COP27. According to the cover text, which is a political readout released at the end of every UN COP, an entity known as the Santiago Network Secretariat will be created to help provide technical assistance to developing countries to avert, minimize, and address loss and damage.
We'll continue the fight inside and outside the COP, and one day we'll have the leaders who will rise to the occasion.
Focus now turns to COP28 in Dubai to see what more will come out of it and what can be achieved before then.